I want to welcome you to this very, very, very exciting ceremony built with bits. And this is number 2. This is our second year. Yeah, can I suggest in the chat, I think that's lovely, Katie, could you all say who you are, where you're from, so we know who's in our audience? Just come in and say hello. I'm Susan, and I live in Jerusalem, and it's freezing here. We're having a horrible storm, and the storm is called Barbara. So I'm freezing in my room, but we will carry on together in your lovely, warm and cozy Europe, in all the different places where you are. Now, this is an international multilingual event, which is really exciting, which means that all the educators and students, everybody can speak in their own language. And I'm looking forward to a really exciting, truly multilingual event. And all you participants who've been here, who've been taking place from all the different countries, all your fabulous students who've been working so hard on this Built with Bits activities. I've looked through some of the award winners and they're fabulous. So I would like to invite you, I would like to welcome you on behalf of Europeana. Isabella, can you change slides, please? Just so you know who Europeana is, we are an initiative of the European Union, and we're financially and politically supported by the European Commission since we launched in 2008. And an awful lot has happened ever since. Our goal is to make it easier for people to use cultural heritage for education, research, creation, and recreation. And our work contributes to an open, knowledgeable, and creative society. And you are all here on behalf of this because you've created all this creativity through your educational activities, and it's fabulous. Europeana has over 50 million objects, digitized objects in the collection. And many of you have used the collection for your projects. And we have some 47% with open licenses, which means there's an awful lot of good material for you and your students to work with, drawing on Europeana collections from all over Europe. The next slide, please. And what is the Europeana Network? Look at this gorgeous, colorful map. We hold content, this 50 plus million objects from over 3,500 cultural heritage institutions all over Europe and beyond. We have countries that actually are not in Europe, or perhaps once were in Europe and no longer in Europe, but they come from libraries and museums, archives and galleries. So we have an incredibly rich collection. And as you saw, 47% have open licenses, which means you can use them freely, especially for your educational purposes. So next slide, please. There are, who is the ENA, ENA? The Europeana Network Association. We are some 3,000 plus people who are association members all over Europe and beyond. We do webinars and people turn up from all corners of the world. It's really lovely, actually, and join us in our different activities. And the next slide, you'll see who we are. Everyone can say hello to you who can't be here tonight. Isabella, next slide, please. Before I hand over, just want to welcome you to INA, to our European Network Association. And these are the people who stand behind all the amazing activity you do. So how is it going to work today? I'm going to hand over to Daniel in a minute, and he's going to introduce you to the project, the Macedonia project, and the results. And then you'll come back to me, and I will go through all the special announcements and invite you, the teachers, the students, to come to the microphone and share with us your projects. So Daniel, would you like to carry on?
Perfect, Susan, thank you. And welcome to everyone here. We are very thrilled about having this second edition of Built with Bits and this final ceremony. So we are, can you go to the next slide, please? I'm Daniel Llamas, and along with my colleague, David Mingorans, that is connected here also in this session, we are Macedonia. As in the next slide, you can see, we are a collaborative studio, a collective studio who work on social impact projects related with education and innovation, cultural innovation. And in spite of the name, we are from Spain because in Spanish and in Italian, Macedonia, as you may know, or Macedonia means fruit salad. And we are like a bunch of different fruits with different expertise and skills. And when a new project arrives, then we make like the perfect team to match that opportunity. So this is us. And we are the creators, along with Europeana Foundation, of this program, Build with Bits. And in this second edition, we had the main objectives. First, to train different people, both educators and students, but also anyone in the world who want to learn how to use this Mozilla toolkit, but also how to use these technical tools, let's say, to investigate or address or solve any local problem or local concern that you may have. Related all of this with the new European Bauhaus framework. Also, we had like the side goals of using the STEM repository from Europeana, also to inspire new ideas from people, and also generate like this community that we are now all together here. So related with the participants who joined this program, the first of all they had to do was to identify this local problematic, this issue that was worth to address, related also with the virtual heritage, or that had some relation with the cultural heritage from their location. Then they got matched with different people, artists, designers, students from every part in the world, and then they learn how to use this kind of tools, these technical tools, to create virtual spaces. And the final result were the spaces that you are going to see in this session this afternoon. This was like the different stages that they had to go through. First, we made an open call with these proposals, these ideas to improve something related with their locations. Then we made a selection that actually we selected most of them. And then we made the match with collaborators. And finally, the building state that is the last one to create these spaces all together in teams. And also, this program, this edition, took the start in Brussels in a physical in-person workshop that we celebrated in the House of European History during the New European Bauhaus Fest. And this was a perfect occasion not only to meet each other live, because this is a virtual program, but also to generate the first ideas about what kind of problems are important for each participants, and to make the first matches in the program. And just some numbers, some indicators about this edition. In the first edition, we only had 4 countries participating. This time, we got up to 12 different countries with 27 external collaborators, and we celebrated almost 20 hours of training and mentoring with the participants. Some of them asynchronous, some of them live in the tool we are using for the communication of the community. And finally, we got 22 projects submitted at first with the first call, the first open call. And among them, there were 20 educators with almost 200 students and 86 Europeana items used during all this process. And finally, we also asked the participants after all the process what kind of skills or learnings they had made during this program. And we are very happy to check that 100% of people submitting this form choose digital content creation and copyright and licenses as the main skills that they have developed, but also we have seen that all of them are very answered, so we are very satisfied with these results.
Thank you, Danielle. That's fabulous. First of all, it's fabulous that so many people took part, but also such wonderful results. I just want to say hello to all you marvelous people out there, to Monica from Romania, Camilla, who I understand is from Cebu and is internet number 3, and then we have Pimenta, Fonseca, that's Danielle, and Calabres, professor from Italy. So many good people here. Alexandra Cune from Portugal, and from, again, from Romania. Spain is Kaika, and Grazie Carnel from Portugal. And the list goes on and on. So please say hello to everybody in the chat so we can see who the other side of the screen is. Now, as Daniel said, we had an amazing response this year, and over 20 people, 20 groups have actually have made submissions to the project. And out of these 20, we've chosen 9 submissions for special recommendations, and that's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to say, congratulations to these wonderful winners, in a way, the special mentions who've taken part in this competition. And we're going to see their activities and hear from their teachers and from their students. So we were going to go from 1 to 9 of the special recommendations. And each time I'm going to introduce the leader of that subject they will introduce the project themselves. So I'm going to start now with my colleague, dear friend, Georgia Manapoulou, who's a museologist and a curator of public engagement at the Archaeological Museum of Patras in the Ministry of Culture. So Georgia, are you ready to go? Would you like to announce your winner?
Hello, everyone. A big welcome to all Europeana members, educators, of course, students that have been engaged to all these inspiring and innovative programs. Susan, allow me a small to our Greek audience, a quick welcome in Greek.
Yeah, but first I want to just announce that this is the prize for digitalization. So you can translate that to Greek as well.
Okay.
Sorry, go on, Georgia. Yes. Please continue.
Καλησπέρα σε όλους και ιδιαίτερα στο 6ο Δημοτικό Σχολείο Πτολεμαΐδας που συμμετείχε στο καινοτόμο και εμπνευσμένο αυτό πρόγραμμα ψηφιοποίησης και δημιουργίας ενός περιβάλλοντος εμπνευσμένου με ψηφιακά εργαλεία αλλά και με στοιχεία της πολιτιστικής κληρονομιάς όχι μόνο σε τοπικό επίπεδο αλλά και σε ευρωπαϊκό. Είναι πολύ ευχάριστο που είδαμε τόσες πολλές συμμετοχές και που ενεπλάκησαν τόσες διαφορετικές ομάδες εκπαιδευτών, μαθητών από όλη την Ευρώπη. I say it's a great pleasure to see that too many students, educators from all over Europe have been engaged to this innovative and inspiring mentoring and program through all over Europe. And it's a really exciting moment for all of us to share the experience and the impact. It was really important that that you mentioned before that not only the impact was not only digital and soft skills, but we've seen that 90% responded that they had they learned social cooperation and of course how to interact in a digital environment with this cooperative model of innovating co-working in this structure under the framework of the new European Bauhaus, sustainable, beautiful together. This is a nice point to point out. And if you're ready, we can announce.
Yeah, good.
Yes,
the Greek. Waiting. Go on.
Yes. The Greek, the Greek participation, the Natural History Virtual Museum by the 6th Elementary School of the city of Ptolemaïdas, which is a small city in North Greece with a really cultural and environmental heritage. And with us, we can see now the virtual museum. It is really important that students, that the museum, as we say, they made an alive virtual museum with the the Natural Museum, it's nearby, it's next to their school. They're really neighbor, yes. And actually, as educator Tsioptias Ioannis, I hope, Ioanni, are you with us?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you very
So
much.
we're really excited with the Digital Alive Natural Museum. It was really important that, as you mentioned, and students said, that it's closed, the museum nearby your school. So you had the chance with Build with Bits to make an alive cell of this museum. And please, let's hear your experience and your thoughts during this program.
Για μας ήταν πάρα πολύ σημαντικό που συνεργαστήκαμε με την πλατφόρμα της Europeana και με το πρόγραμμα Build with Beats 2 και η εμπειρία ήταν πάρα πολύ σημαντική γιατί μας έδωσε την ευκαιρία να δουλέψουμε με τα εκθέματα του μουσείου, το οποίο είναι δίπλα σε εμάς, αλλά δεν μπορούμε να το επισκεφτούμε αυτή τη στιγμή.
Okay, as small point. Educator Ioannis says that it was really important to have this unique chance to work, to cooperate with this program, Build with Builds, because actually the students didn't know the exhibits of the museum as it was closed the last year. So apart from the digital skills they apparently learned, they had to get to know and engage with the collection and the museum staff that all these years hadn't met since they was nearby their school. Please, Ioannis.
Μπορείτε να πείτε και εσείς για κάποια πραγματάκια από εδώ πέρα. Ναι. Μπορούν να σας μιλήσουν και τα παιδιά λιγάκι για το έργο, αν θέλετε.
Well, yes, the floor is on the students that were engaged to all this program. Please, let's get to know them. Their names, please.
Θα πεις για τους στόχους. The name Evina.
Welcome, Evina. Nice to meet you. Thank you for being here. Elvina, σε ευχαριστούμε πολύ που είσαι μαζί μας. Συγχαρητήρια. Congratulations.
Λοιπόν, Evina.
Το έργο μας έχει σχεδιαστεί για να είναι διαθέσιμο. Δίκατε με φωτοβολταϊκά πάνελ για ενεργειακή ορθόμορφια και μεγάλα νύχτα στην οροφή για φυσικό φωτισμό. Είναι κάποια πράγματα από το μουσείο μας στην Τροϊμαΐδα που είναι δίπλα στο σχολείο μας, που μπορείτε να τα δείτε.
Okay, let's translate. Yes. Elvina shares her thoughts with all of the participants today in our ceremony that the Natural History Virtual Museum was designed by students to be green under the umbrella of the NEB, of the New European Bauhaus. It has photovoltaic panels for energy autonomy and has large openings in the roof for natural lighting inside. So the space consists of course, hosts the natural history collections and has different kind of fossils of wild animals and ancient formation forest of the area. And they're really happy that they had the chance to get to know their museum, what was next to their door to their school.
Βασίλης, θα σας πει για τους στόχους που έχουμε για το έργο, γιατί το έργο μας δεν σταματάει εδώ, αλλά έχουμε και ενδιαφέρουσα συνέχεια.
Well, Vasilis, the student from the 6th elementary school of Ptolemaidas, will be with us to share their goals for the future, because they had this virtual museum. But what about the future? This is a sustainable goal, the sustainable goal that they have set for the future. Let's hear, Vasily, your next goals for the future. Vasily, can you hear us?
Yes. Έλα, Βασίλη,
Can you come to the camera? Come to the front.
Yes. So
Αλλάξτε λίγο τις θέσεις σας.
We want to see you.
welcome, Vasilis.
Χαιρέτησε, Βασίλη.
Congratulations.
Γεια σας.
Yes.
Το Natural History Virtual Museum είναι ζωντανό. Ήδη προσθέσαμε μια δεύτερη αίθουσα η οποία φιλοξενεί πρωτομές
Well,
γλυπτές.
the sound, excuse me, I don't know the others. We cannot hear you, Vasily, λίγο
It's
πιο
good, I can
δυνατά.
hear.
A little bit louder.
Αυτές
Vasily.
προσθέθηκαν πληροφορίες σε χαμηλό ύψος για εύκολη πρόσβαση από παιδιά και ανθρώπους με κινητικά προβλήματα. Στο άμεσο μέλλον θα προσθέσουμε μια αίθουσα με ζωγραφικούς πίνακες και γλυπτά πολύ σημαντικών Ελλήνων καλλιτεχνών, τα οποία φιλοξενεί το μουσείο μας. Τα οράματα της ομάδας μας είναι να δημιουργήσουμε ένα υψηλής ποιότητας εικονικό μουσείο που θα είναι κατάλληλο για την εφαρμογή σύγχρονων μουσιοπαιδαγωγικών προγραμμάτων, κατάλληλα για όλες τις κοινωνικές ομάδες χωρίς αποκλεισμούς και διακρίσεις.
And a little translation, please.
Congratulations. Well,
How's your English, Vasilis?
Yes, Vasilis is sharing the vision of the vision for the future, and says that they have already designed a second room with which hosts these sculptures from European Open Resources, and they will add a room with art, with paintings and sculptures of important Greek artists. And last but really important is that the vision is to create a high quality virtual museum that will be accessible and suitable for all social groups, especially the vulnerables, without exclusion and discrimination. This is sustainable, together, beautiful.
Absolutely beautiful. Thank you all very, very much. And we look forward to seeing you next year with your next museum. So thank you. and good luck to you.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Bravo σε
Yeah,
όλους.
very good. We're going to move now to our second special mention, and I would like to invite a special mention in special education, Jorge Cortazo, the assistant professor at the Department of Informatics Engineering of the Faculty of Science and Technology at the University of Coimbra, and the researcher at the Center for Informatics Systems and University of Coimbra, the special educational project. Jorge, please introduce them.
Hello, everyone. I hope you can hear me okay.
Very
Good
nice.
afternoon, or good evening, or good morning, depending on where you are. It's my pleasure to announce the Best Built with Bits Special Needs project. And I will be very, very succinct and straight to the point, I hope, to let the winner describe the project. But it's a very interesting project. It's a project which allows children and youngsters with special educational needs to have a safe environment where they can observe and practice everyday tasks. And it's to me, it's a very interesting project in the sense that it somehow helps to bridge the gap, the divide, the digital divide that these technologies can sometimes enhance. And in this case, it's a project that does the opposite, tries to bridge this gap. And the Best Built with Bits Special Needs project goes to the virtual flat project by Maria Antonia Brandão and her collaborators. Congratulations, parabéns, Maria. The floor is yours.
Olá, boa tarde. É apenas as palavras em português para dar uma acolhida aos meus colegas portugueses que estão aqui a assistir. Obrigado por estarem aqui. E agora vou falar em inglês, porque será talvez mais fácil para todos. Well, I give a warm welcome to my Portuguese colleagues and friends that are here, and I will speak a little bit about our project. It was born with a conversation with my colleague, Elizabeth, that is there, about a flat where the children with special needs could be and observe the household home. Well, we are a school, a big school with almost 2,000 students, and we have a lot of children with specific needs. And our government, it's very, to us, it's very important to be inclusive. That's why our project is for children with specific needs. I need to speak about my colleagues, my collaborators, Guilhermo and Raul, that were very, very good collaborators. They helped me a lot. Without them, I couldn't do this. And this is a project with some European objects you can see there, and some of them are, we can manipulate them, and we are going to improve it because they have some ideas to improve the project. We need to be closer to these children and avoid discrimination. That's why we need to be more inclusive. I want that Raul and also Guilhermo can say some words. I will pass now to Guilherme or to Raul, the one that is near us, and he can speak a little bit. Sorry, but about my English is not so good as it should be, but
It's fabulous, Maria, it's fabulous, and a fabulous project.
Thank you very much. Well, I will give the word to Guilhermo or to Raul. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And who's
okay, my turn, for example, Guillermo here.
Yep.
Okay, it's been really nice to collaborate with Maria and Raul. We have done the flat in Mozilla Hubs, and we try to do everything accessible. For example, the doors were wider for people with physical disabilities. And okay, it was really, I think, a really good job of collaboration between us, because each one of us have one part. And in the other part of the presentation, you have the Unity test. We try to take out everything from the Mozilla spaces and create like our application. So this is developed in Unity. So with that, we can do an application for Windows 10 or for Android or for WebGL or for everything. And the good thing is that you can catch objects and leave that. So students with special needs could take an object, move to another place, use gravity and use physical interaction that we have in that engine, which is Unity. So okay, it was a test, and I want to share with all of you this test, because I think is at least a trend that we have to consider in the future. So thank you very much to everybody.
Thank you very much, and to all the students. Do we have any students here who are going to be speaking?
Raul, the children, they have special needs, and they are not. It's not so easy to them to be here and to be presented in the public. Okay, but yeah. I think that Raul can say some word, and I would like him to also to take the word, please.
Jonathan, I would like to say that it was a pleasure to work with Maria Antonia and Guillermo in this project. What we try to do is to be a comfortable and accessible environment for these students, and also with the wonderful design of the teachers, as Maria Antonia, that help us in the first moment to develop the materials and also all the rules and indication that they have in the posters in the different rooms. They are very useful for these students too. And also I know that two of their students were collaborating in the first design of the flat. So I think that it was a very collaborative flat to be developed for using in any of their classes that they can use as a normal flat. Thank you very much to Antonia and Guillermo for all of that and all people who had collaborate in this project.
And thank you very much, Europeana, for this opportunity. Thank you. And thank you, George, also for your presentation.
Thank you, all of you. What a fabulous project. And Raul, very good to see you again. And thank you, Maria, and whoever lost him, and Jorge. So now we're going to move on to our next special mention, architectural. And for this, I'm going to invite Altheo. Altheo Valentini is chair of the Europeana Inner Education Community, and he is going to announce the next special mention. Altheo.
Thanks, Susan, and good evening, everyone. Really, really great projects so far, and more are coming now. So I'm really glad that I have the opportunity again to participate in this event. I've seen it from the beginning. Together with Macedonia, we were thinking how to promote it to our community. And you know, when you have these such great results with second, third, fourth editions, and many teachers involved, and you see the engagement of the students, this is what all our community is all about. It's really sharing knowledge, sharing experiences, having fun together. So really great job for all the teachers and all the students. I just go to the point. Also, I want to congratulate to the 3 Italian teachers, and the first one that I'm going to introduce is for the best Built with Beats architectural recreation project that goes to Donata Federici Monesi. The project is Bologna Untold, and it has been realized together with the students of Liceo Linguistico Copernico. So Donata, please tell us more about the project.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm honored to be here today to be part of this amazing project. I would like to thank Europeana and Macedonia and the new European Bauhaus movement, which gave us the inspiration for this amazing work. Our project focuses on the town of Bologna, which is trying really hard to become more eco-friendly by the day, given the fact that the city already offers a lot of green areas and eco-friendly facilities. But still, there is a lot to be done. And we also believed that in order to make the city more sustainable and more inclusive, we would have to start with a decalogue of rules, of civic rules that everybody should respect in order to make our living together more sustainable and more equitable as well. So this is why we decided to create a sort of virtual itinerary through the town of Bologna. And this itinerary is developed around a main court, which you can see in the picture. So there is like a central court. And at the entrance of the court, there are the rules to follow. If you click on each of the pictures in the court, you will be taken to a room where you can find some information about the city highlights. All the informative panels and the presentations were created by my students, and the design of the city was somehow planned in collaboration with Stephanie Duran Fonseca, who proved to be an excellent collaborator. Basically, the town offers a series of QR codes which any tourist or resident can scan, and these QR codes will be scattered around the town. And by scanning the QR codes, the visitors to the city will be able to see what Bologna has to offer. This itinerary is a real itinerary you can actually take on foot or by bike in the town of Bologna. So this is basically the idea, the concept behind this place, which we named the House of Mutual Respect, because we believe that respect is the key to a peaceful and sustainable living.
That's fabulous, fabulous. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Is anybody else speaking on behalf of Bologna Untold?
My students might be attending, but I don't know if they are here. So, but I sent them the link, so they might be listening to us. And you can also see a video they shot in the town of Bologna, which is in the House of Mutual Respect. It was completely their own creation.
Just let me say, guys, ragazzi, se volete intervenire anche in italiano non c'è problema, vi traduco io, quindi prendete pure la parola. Just say that if anyone wants to speak, I will translate, so no worries about English.
But welcome to all the students who may be here, or all the students who will be listening to the recording. Congratulations to all of you. So, Alfeo, do you want to continue, because you have other work to do this evening?
Am I supposed to do it now?
Well, nobody else is going to do this. It's yours.
Okay, I saw someone else in the program, but for sure, no problem. Isabel, maybe.
Yes, I think this is my turn. We made some changes because otherwise it would be Alteo which we love it, of course, but I thought it would be also nice to say a few words about other projects. So next one is it's going to be me. So
okay, me. Welcome, Isabel, our wonderful Isabel, who's responsible for all this work behind the scenes and in front of the scenes, an amazingly patient and creative individual. And thank you for everything, everything you've done. So
thank you very much,
Cultural Heritage Institutions collaboration, go for it, Isabel.
Thank you very much, Susan. It's always a pleasure to do these presentations and events with you. And thank you very much, Alteo, because the mastermind or the one thinking about this kind of programs, activities, innovative ways of using technologies in education started with him, and he pushed to have this Build with Bits event. And here we are, the second year with all these amazing projects. So something it's going well, something we are doing it well. Let's celebrate it. Next, a special mention award is for the best cultural heritage institution collaboration project. Yeah, I'm going to be also very, very short because there's many projects that I think leaders and students will tell us more about, and we really want to listen to them. So the best CHI collaboration project goes for Monica, Camelia Micaela Voluciu, with the help of Monica Oncea, and for Romania. It's a 100% Romania effort, and there are students. Let me go one by one, but I will say the names: Matei, Kalin, Luca, Manea. I don't know if I'm saying the names of the surnames. Forgive me, please. Denisa, Pavel, Diana, Vlad, Tudor, Beatrice, and Tudor. It was a very relevant, important in this project that the George Lazaron National College, a secondary school, work very close together with the University Library, Lucian Blaga, both in Sibiu. So they've made an amazing space, and I want them to tell us their story. So please, Monica, I guess this is going to be you, or
no, it's going to be me. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Kamila Voloschuk, and I am the head of the Documentation Units Management Service at the Lucian Blaga University Library in Sibiu. First of all, I want to congratulate all the participants in Build with Bits 2. It was an amazing experience for everybody. The project proposed by us refers to the reconfiguration of the library space in accordance with the principles promoted by the new European Bauhaus and its accessibility for people with disabilities. We had great partners, a group of students from Gheorghe Lazar National College from Sibiu. Once the students got involved, our ideas multiplied and the virtualization extended to their study spaces as well. The opportunity that was offered to us to participate in this training program in the use of immersive technologies turned into a challenge to build virtual rooms, exhibition spaces, and places for learning and socializing in a limited time. I want to express my full appreciation and warm thanks to the students who worked so hard on this project and who, through their energy, intelligence, and vision, have created a synthetic and innovative educational product. I hope this experience of using Mozilla Hub's tools will be useful for other future projects of sharing virtual spaces with friends, colleagues, or communities. Thanks again, and good luck, dears. Matei Ioan Marin, Pavel Buta, Beatrice Corina Cristea, Diana Ștefania Ghișoiu, Vlad Casian Hâmbășan, Luca Manea, Tudor Călin Morariu, Tudor Oprean, Tudor Terian Dan, Denisa Gabriela Tucă, all coordinated by Mrs. Monica Wancea, a dedicated teacher, soulful and a wonderful binder between the two collectives. I also want to thank my colleagues from the library for their support and beautiful ideas. Elena Mărcinean, Riana Bucșă, Cristina Pârvu, și Ioan Visha. Thank you, and now Moni, you can take the word, and after you, Matei will say something.
Hello, I'm Monica Wancea, a computer science teacher. I coordinate this group of marvelous students. They are only 17 years old. They like mathematics and computer science. They like to be creative. I accepted Mrs. Camelia challenge to participate in the Build with Bits European project. After discussion with our collaborators, we created a virtual space that connects Lucian Blaga University Library with our high school. We populated virtual space with cultural objects from Europeana, and we put some information from our school. We also have many paintings, pictures, documents. I learned a lot from this project. I can say I started from basement. I was also a student with my students. They are better than me in Mozilla and Spoke. We work together. We spend quality time with our collaborator, with my students also. And so I would like to thank Macedonia, Daniel, David, all friends who answered to our questions. because it wasn't so nice from the beginning. I told to my student to start with first the desert. Mozilla Hub was so without nothing, and now we are all happy because it seems like our space in Sibiu, and you can visit it. You can visit virtually, and we are happy for this. Thank you again for my students, for their dedication. I'm happy that we are here all connected together, all happy, staying in our homes, happy and with the internet, with warm. Now I think to how many problems are in Turkey, in Syria. I hope we all be happy and with this possibility of learn and share together our knowledge, our culture, our words. And now I want Matei say some words. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Beautiful words.
Hello, my name is Marin Matei, and I would like to share my thoughts on the Bit with Bits experience. My colleagues and I had a great time working on the project, coming up with new ideas and playing in the virtual spaces. This experience was not only enjoyable, but it also enhanced our knowledge and improved our team spirit. I would like us to express my gratitude on behalf of the whole team to you and Ms. Woloschuk for this opportunity, as well as to our teacher, Ms. Wancha, for her support. Thank you very much.
Beautiful English. Thank you very much, Mary. Excellent.
Thank you.
Anybody else from the class, from the school? Thank you, guys. Fabulous project. From now, we're going back to Altheo for the next one. Is that correct? Europeana use. I can't wait to see what you've been doing with Europeana collections.
Correct. Here we are again. And well, this is quite special for me because we're going to introduce a friend, a teacher, a friend. Actually, she managed to let her school winning all the possible contests and awards in Europe on digital education. Great job here. This project it is also a very nice collaboration, internal collaboration in Italy between two schools, working on a different venues from where they're located. So two regions working on a special place for the history and the culture of Italy. So with the project Caprera War and Peace Museum, I'm going to announce the winner of the Build with Bits Architectural Recreation Project, and I give the word to Luigia Palumbo. Well done.
And who is going to speak?
I think the three of them, all of them.
Oh, wonderful. Let's see the project. Yeah.
Luigi, are you here? Or any teacher involved in the project who wants to speak, please take the floor.
Daniela o Maria Luisa Unida?
Eccomi, sono Daniela. Buonasera a tutti. Sono Daniela Brogna, docente di tecnologia alla scuola secondaria di primo grado dell'Istituto Comprensivo Pimentel Fonseca di Ponte Cagnano. E in questo progetto, come è stato già detto anche dal Teo, io sono parte del team e ho partecipato con i miei alunni delle classi seconda B, seconda F e terza F. Inoltre nel nostro istituto vi è stata la collaborazione del professor Calabrese di musica per la realizzazione dei video sui canti La guerra di Piero e A cosa serve la guerra, e la collaborazione dei professori di lingue Viscido e Somma per la realizzazione dei quiz. Come si può vedere anche dal video che sta girando, partirei diciamo dalla descrizione di questi spazi esterni che stiamo vedendo. War and Peace Museum, appunto, costruito interamente da studenti di diverse scuole, notiamo il percorso dei premi Nobel con le loro citazioni famose, la piazzetta della pace costruita interamente come espansione dagli studenti, l'angolo dei quiz, la parete delle riflessioni, le musiche appunto cantate e suonate dagli studenti che guidano i visitatori in un'atmosfera di pace, in armonia con la bellezza del paesaggio, il tutto rispettando i valori del New European Bauhaus. Questa parte, diciamo, esterna è relativa alla parte del Museo della Pace, e la particolarità del nostro mondo è proprio quella di aver inserito delle espansioni, dei veri e propri portali che rimandano attraverso dei link poi ad altri scenari aumentati e altri mondi virtuali. In questo caso, ecco, c'è il rimando all'interno con le risorse di Europeana, che potete vedere dagli oggetti, con la possibilità la particolarità di averli tradotti in GIF, appunto con risorse di Europeana, nel racconto dell'uomo soldato, ecco, nella parte, diciamo, del Museo della Guerra. Maria Luisa mi vuole affiancare?
Wait, let me just quickly translate. It's a lot of information, so really great project. Daniela represents one of the 3 schools that actually contributed to the creation of this Peace and War Museum. What you are seeing now, it's the external part that actually includes, represent the Peace Museum. Here there are a lot of corners with famous quotations from Nobel Prize, the wall where students can meet and discuss about peace, and many other elements, including audio elements and quizzes that can be taken in order to be engaged with the history of the museum and the highland that the environment represents. Then from the exterior part, there are portals that bring you inside the environment, the virtual environment, where you have seen different elements used from Europeana, with the particularity that each one has been gifted, so has been somehow elaborated by the students in order to be different and express different suggestions. So yeah, Daniela, you wanted, volevate aggiungere anche altro?
Sì, penso l'intervento di Maria Luisa o di Gina, se riescono, non so se hanno problemi forse.
Riuscite a sentirmi?
Eccola, Gina.
Ok, prima ho avuto problemi. Niente, vorrei solo aggiungere il fatto che, come vedete, è stato un progetto molto complesso, frutto di una collaborazione molto intensa anche con l'esperto Stefan Duran Fonseca, e poi nell'ambito della mia scuola la collaborazione è stata con i professori Fato e De Benedictis per la realizzazione del video Inno alla Gioia. La nostra idea iniziale è stata quella di realizzare un museo che non fosse una galleria virtuale avulsa dal luogo stesso. Infatti siamo partiti proprio dalla digitalizzazione della batteria di Poggiorasu nell'isola di Caprera, e abbiamo ipotizzato un museo della pace e della guerra che non fosse un classico museo con uniformi e armi, ma abbiamo puntato sugli affetti dei soldati espressi attraverso le cartoline sentimentali che inviavano alle loro innamorate o alle loro mogli. In più abbiamo voluto mettere in evidenza il tempo libero passato dai soldati nel momento in cui non combattevano attraverso appunto oggetti di uso comune legati per esempio al mangiare, al bere, al fumare, al giocare a carte, o oggetti bellici che i soldati intagliavano nel tempo libero e li riutilizzavano quindi con oggetti di altro uso. Passerei la parola a Maria Luisa per l'ultima parte.
Okay. Just let me say a few words about this aspect, which is very, very relevant. I think the teachers in this case wanted to create something that was not generally speaking about war and peace, but very focused on the history of the Highlands that has been taken into consideration. And they did it in a very nice way, in my opinion. They focus on the soldier, but not as a war maker, but as a human being. And they actually in this museum, you can see all the letters, the love letters that the soldiers were sending to their wives and girlfriends during the war, all the everyday lives tools that they were using during not really the wartime, but the free time. So in this museum, there is the soul of the man that is living a critical period like the war is, and this is a very good job. Prego, terza parte.
Thank you, Alfeo, and a wonderful inspirational project. Thank you all very much. Can we now come back to Isabel? Are you ready for the next one? And the next one will be Beyond Borders. Fascinating.
Yes, I'm very pleased to announce this project because it goes beyond borders, European borders. And I think this is the magic of this kind of programs and digital means that we can connect with all over the world with our activities and programs. And this has been the case for this team. So the best Build with Bits Beyond Borders project goes to Emma Duster, for the Vietnamese team that work in this project in collaboration with Andries Pugh and Michael Dick. And I'm going to give the floor. I wish I could translate Vietnamese, but Andries.
I'll be speaking English, yeah.
That's fantastic. Thank you very much, Andries. Tell us a bit.
Okay.
About
Hello. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello, my name is Andries Pugh, and I teach emerging technologies at RMIT University in Vietnam. It's about 11 p.m. here right now at night, okay? My two team members, I think Emma Duster and Michelle Pick, I think they're in here too. We are from the school. Yes. We are from the school. Yay. We are from the School of Communication and Design at RMIT University Vietnam campus. Thank you to the organizers for including us in Build with Bits. We were constantly spotted by the team through Discord to ensure that this project is a success. And there were also appeals for us to look at to work on the project. I'm also very impressed with the Europeana repository. It consists of many collections from Asia that we have used in this project, because we were thinking that it might not have the collection, but they do have a lot of Asian collection in the repository. The project happened is because due to the pandemic, the museums in Vietnam were finding alternative ways to showcase their collection. Our team members have been working with museum on digitizing and showcasing artifacts from Vietnamese museums online. We have been training museum staff, giving workshops to students on how to scan, upload, work on 3D models with photogrammetry for the last 2 years. So this ongoing project has now actually led us with quite a lot of 3D scans of artifacts And now we are able to actually share it in a different platform online. This exact project from the Vietnamese Women's Museum is for everybody to know about Vietnamese betel nut culture. Okay, there's a culture where you chew that betel nut, right, around Asia. The 3D objects that you see in this project are actual artifacts from the Vietnamese Museum, Women's Museum. So basically, we took a lot of time to scan the 3D objects. Some were done by ourselves through mobile phones and photogrammetry, but other objects that were more complicated, we had professionals to actually scan them. So we basically needed to make sure that the files were small enough and we were able to actually put it in an environment where you can actually see it online. The other thing is we were trying to find a platform that is easy to share with people in Vietnam that have low bandwidth and also accessible through mobile connection. It was difficult as well for them to actually install an app or use a computer. So basically Mozilla Hubs was the perfect platform. As we were working, it ensures that our files were small enough before we export it for a low bandwidth. And now basically our project, regardless of the objects that we have and the textures that we have, we're able to actually export it in a way that people with low bandwidth connection can view it on the browser. I guess that's it from my part here. And if Emma and the rest, or Michelle here, if you want to add a few more words.
Hi, Andres. Thank you. And hello, everyone. Thank you for that sharing, Andres. That was really, really great. And I just wanted to add, a thank you to Europeana and to the team that helped us answer all our questions through this process. And it's a great honor to be part of this project. And I just wanted to share about our initial proposal, which was to make more resources and cultural heritage in Vietnam accessible online. And I really think this project has helped with that. And yes, this Beyond Borders prize is really, really relevant here, because even our team go beyond borders. We're all from different countries. So thank you once again.
Thank you very much, you both, and the work you've done, and to make possible your presence in this ceremony. I know that is a very difficult timing for you. And I just wanted to, as Andres mentioned, this is a project in collaboration with the Vietnamese Women's Museum. And I want you to connect with some people of our team, because Women History Month is coming in March. And I think we will have the opportunity to find some synergies with this project. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Fabulous, fabulous. Thank you all very much. And thank you very much for the students. I hope you get to hear the recording. And who is going to introduce the new Europeana Bauhaus? Theo, are you joining us again?
We have a special guest from
Hungary. Yes, of course. Absolutely. And here she is, I hope. Are you with us, Henrietta?
Yes, hello.
Lovely. Our seventh special mention is going to be announced by Henriette Hegedus from the Forum Hungaricum and Dr. Polka Gabor from the National Laboratory for Digital Heritage and Europeana Aggregators in Hungary. So yeah, are you with us, Henriette?
Yes, yes.
Lovely.
Hi, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, very well.
Nice to meet you, all of you. I have a little bad news to tell, because Gabor could not attend and he is very busy at work right now. So you have to just bear with me. And
with pleasure.
My colleagues and I are very happy that this project used Forum Hungaricum's aggregated records. And it's great to see that these records was put in a new light and in a new life. And it's a great feedback for us. And I don't want to add too much to it, so to cut a long story short, I have an announcement to make, and the best Built with Bits New European Bauhaus project goes to Kati Lőrinc for the New European Bauhaus Treasure Hunt. Congratulations, Kati. Szívből gratulálok. And that's it.
Okay, thank you very much. I have counted, so a great many of my students are here. Hello, everybody. We started our project in October last year with 16 ninth graders and 2 excellent collaborators, Alex Edu from Spain and Ekin from Turkey. I was looking through the names, but I couldn't find them. If they are here, just give me something like a sign. The idea of this project was born from a kind of a combination of learning more about local heritage and at the same time to follow the curriculum requirements, which is very important. First of all, Napra Forgó Street, which is the basic of our project, is in the immediate vicinity of our school, just next to our school. And I have always considered it important to learn about local values. Secondly, it was important to learn some advanced vocabulary because these kids you are going to hear, they are very good at English, being a bilingual school. So they needed to describe the architecture, decorative elements, talk about different houses in Hungary and elements of the architecture. And finally, since we talk a lot these days about what kind of school we want, it was a good opportunity to plan, but mainly to talk about a sustainable new European Bauhaus building. So I created a bank of sources from Europeana, a special Europeana library for them, including Hungarian examples from Forum Hungaricum as well to prepare the project. So this project basically has 2 parts. One was the research part and the other one was the creation part. And now I would like to ask one of my students to talk a bit shortly about the first part. Mandula, your microphone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good afternoon. My name is Mandula. I'm a student in 9B, and I would like to mention a few ideas on the making process of our project. At first, we didn't know much about the project. Miss Katie slowly led us into the fascinating world of Bauhaus. We started our project with a short discussion about our dream home. Where would it be? What would the atmosphere be like? And so on. After we watched all kinds of videos on the topic and had fun exercises related to them, some connected to vocabulary and some to the main idea of Bauhaus. After understanding the topic and the central thought of it, we formed into a group of 2s and chose our topic for our presentation. Next session, we looked through plenty of sources on Europeana and the teacher's library source, then started our research. We worked quite hard and struggled a bit with copyright issues, but we learned it at the end. Then we presented it to an international audience from Germany and Finland. I personally don't have a favorite part. I enjoy the process as a whole. I love that I could work together with my peers on something bigger that goes beyond the limits of our education system.
Well done, Mandula. Beautifully spoken.
Thank you, Mandula. And Silly or Buddy, who is here with the second part.
Yes, good afternoon. My name is Fabian Bendagus. I'm going to talk about the creation of this project. At the beginning of this cooperation, we were a bit nervous. However, later we managed to get the hang of it. My favorite activity was the treasure hunt itself in Napra Forgó Street. We did it together with the German and Finnish students, and during the hunt, we shared a lot of interesting ideas as well. The place of our treasure hunt is a famous street next to our school, with Bauhaus buildings, part of our national heritage. At the end of the day, we had a creative workshop. We looked at planned school building ideas on Mozilla Hub. We discussed in international design groups what special furniture, decoration, and green areas we would like to see in a sustainable school. Then our teachers sent it to the collaborators. Learn not only the vocabulary related to architecture, building, heritage, and surrounding, but at the same time, we had fun and discovered the architectural heritage of our district.
Thank you, guys, and thank you, Macedonia team. I will miss Discord. Yeah, so that was great. And thank you for our collaborators. And a special thank for my students. I think they worked very hard, and it was actually their first big international project. So thank you very much for the opportunity.
Well done, well done. And the beautiful celebration of Mondrian. Thank you all very, very much. Isabella, are you going to introduce the second student, only students project?
That's correct. Again, this is my honor, my pleasure to give it to a Spanish team. And this award goes to, sorry, let me remove one thing that I cannot see on the screen. Álvaro Puebla and Javier Yáñez, the students, not the teacher, in collaboration with the teacher, Rafael Montero. I hope Rafael is there, that he made it. Please tell us, or Álvaro and Javier. I think I saw Álvaro, because we want to hear more about the CODEMA project.
Yes, hi Isabel, it's Rafa here. So I am not going to talk a lot. I'm going to leave the floor to my students. I'm just briefly going to present them. They are Javier Yáñez and Álvaro Puebla, and they are students from grade 12 of CODEMA Gijón. We are a school in the north of Spain, and they are students who did all the work by themselves. So I'm not going to say anything else, and I will leave them to speak about it. So Álvaro, Javi, the floor is yours.
Hi. Okay. We had a presentation, but as you are doing that with the video that you have in the screen, I will start with the text. Hi, we are Javier and me, Álvaro, and we are from CODEMA School, as Rafa said. We want to tell you a bit about our project. That was the brief representation of our school as the year before. That's it. Javier.
The first of all is that we have chosen this topic because we saw it like opportunity to try to act in like this space as is to make children have a safe route to go to a school. We thought that nowadays people might feel a little bit insecure about going alone to school as we are like too young or something like that. And well, that's why the main reason we chose the topic.
Our objective was to capture a digital world, as we did, with the possibilities to attend safely through a series of routes to a school by all the children. In our project, the first thing we did was to create the road that is in real life, the road, and make a bus station that represents the bus station that in real life it is there. And we add some cars. We have difficulties with the space because it was too much. It was like 400 megabytes, and the capacity from Europeana was only 200. So we need to did it like more briefly.
Well, so to make the final product, we use the Europeana database just for like taking some pictures of the old Gijón and to compare it with like from the actual one, and so like a little bit of the evolution that the city has came through. And well, that could be like all about our project, or at least just an introduction to it. We would like to thank our teacher Rafa and also Domingo Aranza and Daniel Llamas just for helping us, well, with some questions we had, and that's all. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Well done, well done. Thank you.
Yeah, just to wrap up, a very special thanks to all the people from Macedonia who helped us with, and the students with all the technicalities, and especially to Europeana and to Isabel for the wonderful idea that is this project, Build with Bits, hoping that there are going to be more Build with Bits. So thank you very much for all this opportunity.
Thank you to all your students who've worked really hard and have really become an inspiration for all of us. I wonder what you're going to be doing this time next year. Come back again. I can't believe we're at number 9 already. We're on the 9th and final special mention. This evening has gone so quickly. I'm going to call on Luisa. Are we okay? Yeah. We're going to call on Luisa. Are you trying to say something? No, somebody's speaking. No. So Altheo, please come back and tell us about the local impact project.
Here we are. You're right. So finally, the last special mention goes for the Built with Beats local impact project. Here, I just want to mention the fact that it's nice to see how teachers have thought also to work on natural heritage, as it's the case of this project that highlight the beauty and the relevance of very special rocks in Sardinia. So let's hear more about it from Maria Luisa Onida, who was leading the Red is Covering Arbatax Red Rocks on behalf of the Liceo Scientifico Leonardo da Vinci. Maria Luisa.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I'll say a few words in Italian because we are here with students and parents, and so we want to share this moment with them. Quindi Red Discovery Red Rocks è un progetto che abbiamo realizzato in team con le colleghe professoresse Daniela Brogna e Luigia Palumbo. Quindi sin dall'inizio abbiamo lavorato a mettere a punto l'idea e realizzarla tutte e tre assieme. È stata un'esperienza nuova rispetto a quella dell'anno scorso, perché è stata una sfida anche lavorare in gruppo, contribuire ciascuna da punti di vista diversi, è stato davvero molto molto stimolante. Siamo partite dall'idea di uno spazio del nostro territorio, che è quello delle Rocce Rosse di Arbatax, un'area di particolare interesse turistico che però merita di essere più valorizzata perché ha molte potenzialità. E dunque abbiamo pensato di rendere uno spazio attrattivo per i turisti e anche un punto di informazione, un punto in cui i turisti possano trovare tutte le notizie riguardanti il nostro territorio, le bellezze di questo territorio che è ricco di molteplici aspetti. Quindi vedete ora che c'è l'area centrale, proprio piazzale, l'abbiamo ridisegnato anche con le Rocce Rosse, pensando di fare di questo spazio un punto anche di aggregazione, dove si possa anche gustare del buon cibo locale, quindi assaporare i cibi della nostra tradizione e vedere degli scorci del nostro paesaggio. Lo spazio si articola in altri due ambienti che sono quella che è la stazione marittima, ripensata come centro culturale e naturalistico, quindi luogo diciamo anche di studio scientifico sull'ambiente, con un bellissimo acquario. E in più anche una batteria militare, anch'essa usata, rivisitata come ambiente per mostrare alcuni spazi del territorio. Quindi diciamo che c'è stato, come dire, una sinergia di idee e ringrazio per la speciale collaborazione la professoressa Anna Marongiu, i ragazzi delle classi che hanno contribuito, che sono i ragazzi della prima A scientifico, seconda C e seconda B scientifico, che hanno lavorato tantissimo per realizzare lo spazio che voi vedete, e vorrei dare loro la parola. Ultima cosa, un ringraziamento anche al team di Cleios che ci ha fornito una immagine 3D ricostruzione del nuraghe della città di Tortolì. Vorrei dare la parola adesso.
Maria Luisa,
prima-
giusto un secondo.
Grazie.
Scusami, e ovviamente
Translation,
lasciamo.
please.
Yeah, sure. And we will leave the word to the students immediately afterwards. No worries. We are really curious to hear about from them. Just to introduce a little bit what the project is about. As you see here, there are some red rocks, which are very famous in Italy. Well, Sardinia is famous in Italy and all over the world, but this particular place, it's in Arbatax. It's touristic. It's very touristic place. So they worked on an environment that could give more than the touristic experience. So what you see here, it's a collection of different information about the local territory and the tradition of the area, including history, enogastronomy, and all the special treasures that you can discover starting from Arbatax. It was another great collaboration project between teachers from different parts of Italy, but also students from different classes. So it was really a great contribution from everyone. Let me say something. I was there for the Stella Maris festival, which is a very famous festival. And Maria Luisa was telling about enogastronomy specialties. I remember them very, very well.
Are these guys in the booths, are they selling rocks or are they selling food?
I think they're selling food.
Okay.
Ragazzi, prego.
Prego.
And now the students, yes.
Hi everyone, I'm Aurora from the Leonardo da Vinci Institute in Sardinia, and it's the second time that we participate to this project, and this time we worked with other schools and classes, and we knew new people and worked very well in group, and we learned to use new programs, and we thank you for this mention and for the opportunity to participate to this. And first of all, we had fun learning very much.
Well done.
Yeah,
thank you.
Ciao, mi chiamo Elisa, frequento la Puma Scientifica. Volevo dire appunto mi è piaciuto molto partecipare a questo progetto, soprattutto per far vedere le bellezze del nostro territorio. Questo ci ha permesso di approfondire le nostre conoscenze, per condividere un momento e anche per confrontarci insieme.
Ok, so Luisa, right? Qual è il tuo nome? Come ti chiami?
Elisa.
Elisa, okay, sorry. Elisa just added that it was a great experience that gave them the opportunity not only to showcase the beauties of their territory, but really to learn more about it and to share it with their peers from other regions as well. So really good. Thank you very much, Elisa.
Grazie.
Thank you. So we've come to the end of our 9 special mentions. And Isabella, I'm going to hand over to you for the next stage. Thank you, everybody, but particularly the students. I'm always happy to hear the students, and especially when they speak English. Well done to all of you.
Yes, thank you very much. Congratulations to all of the participants. But now is the time to get immersed and really dive into all these spaces. But first of being in this experience, Danielle is going to tell us how we are going to do it, how we're going to enter the spaces. So please, Danielle.
Okay, perfect. And congratulations again for all these wonderful projects. And now, just to close this ceremony, as Isabel is telling us, we're going to make a little test and get inside one of these spaces that we have created especially for this occasion. So first of all, some instructions. If we can go to the next slide. Yeah, I cannot see a new slide. No, okay. Okay, for all of you that have never been before in a virtual space, don't worry if you feel lost at first, because this is like a video game and you need some learning curve to master the controls. So the rest of you that have been participating in the program, you already know Mozilla Hubs very well, but take into account that not everyone attending here, this ceremony, has this experience with the software. So step by step, and it's something very easy, and it's very guided when we enter the space with the controls. So the next thing to know is that we are going to appear in a room like this that has all the projects, links to every room presented here in the project. So you are going to be able to walk through the room and access those links. But important, when we enter and when we share this link with you, you're going to appear in a new window, but we are going to keep this Zoom session open for everyone who want to still be here and maybe write in the chat or maybe have the camera turned on. But you have to take into account that if you are using the mic in the Mozilla Hubs, then you are not going to use the mic here. So this is something important just to point out. And some other indications are in the next in this slide, are that when we get into the room, we're going to see something like this. We're going to see our button that says join room, and we only have to click on it. And then we will see something like this related with the selection of an avatar. You may write your name there, that is your display name, and you can choose one of the default avatars that are in the gallery of Mozilla, but you can click directly accept the green button and get into the room without having to choose a specific avatar. And if you get inside, you will see this picture telling you how to move into the space. You have to use either the keys in the keyboard, like the normal arrows, or if you are more used to playing video games, maybe you want to use E, S, D, and WB that are like another arrows, but in the left part of the keyboard. Also, you can use the mouse and the left button of the mouse to move the space, like if you are moving the head, and you can look at different parts of the space. And if you're using a touchable device, a tablet, for example, or a phone, you can also use your fingers to pinch out or zoom in, zoom out, to move it through the space. But we recommend the computer version if this is the first time that you are getting inside. And that's all. Then inside the space, you are able to do a lot of things. You can talk to other people using the immersive audio, for example, and so you have to let the mic to turn on and the camera to talk with the people. When you are closer to other people, you're going to listen in a louder way, and if you get like farther from that people, then you're going to listen as it was the real world. And you can interact with every object inside, and you also have the possibility to place objects, to read PDFs, to play videos. But this is a very simple space and doesn't have all of these features. But maybe we are going to take a look, and if you are like discovering all the features, we are going to put inside some items so you can play with them, and also in the local spaces. In the national spaces from each proposal, you can also interact with the objects in the way that they have designed it and how they have explained it before. So that's it. If you have any problem inside Mozilla Hubs, you also have a chat inside, so you can write there. But also you can come back here in Zoom to tell us whatever you need. And maybe if you are not very into the space or you don't get the dynamics, you have also the possibility to see here the screen that we are going to share with what's happening inside the space. And this will be projected by David. So it's not mandatory to get inside, but we recommend it because it's a good experience. So I think that's all, and we're going to make the experiment. So if we see something weird or something that it's not working, we will be taking a look. So don't worry, and we'll take care of everything. That's it. We're going to get inside, and maybe in some minutes, then we will say that maybe we are going to close this session. So don't worry for the moment and enjoy. And again, thank you for coming here. And I hope that this experience we can repeat it more years, because it has been very fruitful for all of us. And I hope that we can keep this community all together. Thank you again. Okay, now you can see the screen that I was referring to before. You will have to click on join room when you get the link. And then this is the screen with the avatar. David has a very customized avatar, but this is something more complicated to create. And then you have to load the mic and the camera in case you want, but with only the mic, it's enough. So this is the first picture you see with instructions, and you can move in the space like this. So David, please share the link so everyone can start joining the room. Okay, as long as people are joining, you will see all these messages in the left bottom part of the screen. I'm like a broadcaster. I will be like telling what's happening inside, so all of you can listen to me. Okay, the first person has arrived, Steph, APR, Donata,
I see Guillermo all over the places. That's a great avatar. Dear participants, dear team leaders, students, special guests, thank you very much for being today here with us. Hopefully next year we can repeat again and meet together. You can stay in the space. We are gonna close here in the Zoom link. Please enjoy the moment and see you soon. Have a nice evening. Bye, everyone.